Boot up the stream, grab your snack and noodle. Here comes the queen, kid and caboodle. Wi-Fi blazing, wig on tilt. More drama than a soap opera quilt. Kid logs on in a sparkly robe, sipping iced tea like she runs the globe. Drops more truth than a psychic at noon, with a cat named Taco and a raccoon named Boom. Kid and caboodle is a hot shit Uber, Wi-Fi warrior, clickbait mover, shaking up the algorithm like a smoothie blender. Watch out, troll, she's a copyright sender. Hot shit YouTuber, talking tea with a pink ring light aura. Yeah. She reviews shampoo and ghost hunts too. Caught Bigfoot slipping in a Gucci shoe. Unboxes snacks, talks haunted dolls, and drops a diss track on bathroom stalls. Kid and caboodle is a hot shit Uber, hashtag queen, thumbnail smoother, dancing in a studio with a llama on her head, uploading content even while in bed. Hot shit YouTuber, even aliens subscribe, that's no rumor. Yeah. She vlogs in Walmart, midnight mission, caught in aisle 9 with divine precision. Mic in hand, she interviews cheese. Sir, you aware you're lactose free? Goes live while baking glitter pies. Starts a feud with ducks, no lies. Reacts to Karen's, paints her Jeep, and once went viral yelling sheep don't sleep. Kid and caboodle is a hot shit Uber, ring light blazing, sassy maneuver. Bans a troll while dancing to chair, then sells merch made from her own hair. Hot shit YouTuber, even her outro has a blooper. To play Fortnite, hosted a seance on Tuesday night. Got possessed midstream, ate a burrito, still hit upload, respect amigo. Now Netflix calls and brands wanna collab, but Kit just vlogged from her glittery cab. She's not here for clout or fame, she's here to win the YouTube Hunger Games. Kit and caboodle is a hot shit Uber, lights, camera, chaotic humor. She roasts your comments and send a prayer while flossing in boots with electric hair. Hot shit YouTuber, cue the outro, she's gone lunar.
It is time to understand fear. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.
Thank you. Yeah, I was muted. Why does that happen to me? Just so you know, this is what I was saying here. Oh my God. I'm loud. I got 2 different lives going on, right? I got I got the vertical and the full screen. So just so you know, pick and choose where you want to be. And let's see. Hi, Misty, how you doing? Hi, Rhonda, how you doing? Pat and Pat Sturgis. Who else is here? Hi, Levine, how you doing? Okay, guys. Okay. This is what I feel. If you feel something's off, or everybody should always research, right? In my opinion. Now, we will say, we know Viking Mindset has a bunch of felony charges he's fighting, right? And I'm not going to go back to what they are, but it's false false reports of child abuse. Okay. But there are going to be a few things I'm going to point out because this whole new arrest now has something to do with it. We are going to listen to his, because I've been keeping track when he has court and I've been paying attention, right? Because I want to know what's going on, right? And I always say, believe the kid, right? Believe the kid, believe the kid. You got to believe the kid. But there's a lot to this. It's really complex. I don't know everything. I don't want to know all the icky stuff. Because let me tell you something, people. There's stuff I know that I wish I did not know now. And I can't go into details why yet. Not yet. Not till after trial. But I'm also waiting for body cam footage of his arrest. Okay? I'm waiting. Let's see what they do. Okay? Let's see what they do. But I do got not the report on the website. I got the police report from the police department, which says way, 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 way a lot more than a few sentences. Okay? Hi, Carly Cooper. Oh, and I am going to talk about that dude, that Ramos dude. Here, I got to put my notifications on mute. I have to. Because I'm going to get through this. It makes sense. Hi, how are you? Anyway, so he's very, very popular. He's got like over 1 million subs over there on TikTok. I was really shocked to see. Hold on. He's only done 5 years in prison. Well, you know what? I need to either hold on. I don't know if his sentences ran concurrent or whatever, because Florida confuses me. All right. Hold on. I'm going to pull this up here before I forget. I don't want to forget, I mean. Oh, my stupid neck. Thank you for being here. Please hit the like or the dislike, whatever you want. All right. I'm just going to show this real quick so I don't forget. Okay. The judges have really given this guy a break. No, he's never been in for murder. Stealing. His stuff is robbery and assault. That's what he's been doing. But, I mean, good for him that it ain't that, though, right? So, here we go here. And this is Palm Beach. Burglary, grand theft, burglary. 5 years. 5 years. This is it, people. This is it. That's his record. I mean, he's got other charges, but let me tell you, the judges were good to him. The judges were good to him, I must say. Okay, we're going to go to his channel and we're going to watch 2 videos. Go through. Okay. Here's the first one. Let's see here. Hold on. Okay, here we go.
To this chomo on the day they arrested me. Now, obviously, I'm the defendant, Jeremy. The victim is obviously the Chomo Ramos, and it all went down at the courthouse. It was like this. On the date of this incident, as the defendant, which is me, was walking toward the courthouse in the courtroom, Ramos, the Chomo, stated, "How is your son?" while seated near a detective.
Can you guys please take in what he's saying here, what he's reading? Oops.
Without further words, the defendant immediately struck Ramos in the head and facial area in excess of 17 times within approximately 10 seconds. Ramos sustained visible bleeding, facial lacerations, bruising, swelling, and broken teeth. Ramos was observed stumbling, losing equilibrium, and moving away while bleeding from the side of his face. An officer intervened and separated the parties. The defendant, which is me, then placed his hands behind his back and stated, "I'm not here to hurt law enforcement. I'm here to hurt pedophiles." The defendant did not resist and remained compliant. Oh, but it gets even more fucked up. After the separation, Ramos allegedly shoved a female subject. Multiple female subjects identified as mothers and grandmothers of other alleged victims struck Ramos with purses as he stumbled away. A female was heard saying to the effect, "Stop molesting children." Ramos, you know, the guy that strangles women and hurts children, he was transported to a local hospital for medical evaluation and treatment. Injuries were consistent with facial trauma. Based on the above facts and circumstances, probable cause exists and to believe the defendant, Mankoff Jeremy JJM, committed the offense as charged. Then I get a letter from the prosecutor from my original case where they said I did false reporting, saying he's trying to get my bond revoked, right? That I violated my bond for attacking the Chomo, right? Forgot to include this. We'll go back to him in a second, so y'all can all write him if y'all want to. At the time, law enforcement was aware Adolfo Ramos was under active investigation for 3 alleged lewd and lascivious act offenses, that the defendant's minor son is a witness in at least one investigation, and that prior alleged threats had been made by Ramos toward the defendant and or the defendant's child. It goes back into what we all know happened. You know, a physical altercation occurred. The defendant struck Ramos in the face multiple times, reported to be in the excess of 17 strikes in rapid succession. And y'all have to admit, when I told the police, I'm not here to fight law enforcement, only the pedophile, that was kind of smooth, right? It was a freestyle right there, you know, because I'm not here to hurt anybody except the Chomos and the rapists. And so you got Frederick, right? You can go back and look at the prosecutor. I'll put on here saying that he wants to revoke my bond, making it like I just did this out of nowhere, right? And just violated it. You know, I bonded out again off this. I didn't violate any rules. I bonded back out. I mean, when you got a child saying this, as my son was the one who said this. Prior to the incident, according to the defendant, his minor son reported frequent police activity at a neighbor's residence and stated the bad man did bad things. The child reported seeing police, other children, and the neighbor taken into custody on prior occasions. Based on this information, the defendant, who was me, became a reporting witness and a friend of a family involved in one of the matters. The defendant obtained an injunction on behalf of his son, prohibiting contact by Ramos. According to reports, Ramos violated that injunction and threatened the defendant's son. Law enforcement was aware Ramos had 3 opened alleged lewd and lascivious acts investigations, including one involving a close family member of the defendant. Now, I want y'all to think about that, right? Now, look at this. He says in here that I, the defendant, was charged in a case with 3 counts of false report of child abuse abandonment. They're talking about Ramos, right? But they're open investigations still. You can go look them up right now. Isn't that kind of weird? How could they be false if they're still open? It doesn't make sense. Well, that's what we found out at that day in court. You know, the detective was righteous and said the truth. They're still open, 100%. And they still haven't made an arrest on him, though, but he wants to revoke my bond. But I just bonded out. So why would you even care? Why are y'all trying to protect the Chomos? Y'all should all write this guy up. Let me show y'all his name. Y'all can look this up. This is all public information. I don't got nothing to hide. You know, I know a lot of people like to hate. It's Frederick Cushmore, you know, the state attorney. Everybody let him know what's really going on, because a 70-some-odd-year-old grandmother said this. After she hit him with the pocketbook, she screamed, "Stop molesting children." Why would a grandma do that? For what? To prove a false case? Come on now. Y'all check out that shit, man. Y'all write that dude up, man. We all got to take a stand against this shit together, y'all. And, you know, this dude here, I kept it cool, man. I wanted to get everything logged in, everything completely there, logged in, documented, so it didn't look like I was just flying off the handle, right? Well, I go to court, it's all logged in, it's documented, and this dude says, "How's your son?" Or, you know, "How's my son? The dude you threatened?" Because what my son told me was, bad stuff's going on, and that's how I found out that one of my best friends and a friend of the family, his kid was going to that house, and an investigation ensued. So, listen, I couldn't be very disciplined. I can go all the way. I'm very smart, strategic. But one thing prison taught me is where a pedophile feels the safest at is where they're the most vulnerable at. Standing next to the sarge, the captain, doesn't matter who, fucking general, he gonna get it. We're gonna go platinum right there in the courthouse. I'm waiting for that video, y'all. But if they try to revoke my bond or anything, you know, y'all have my link to the GoFundMe. Y'all write the prosecutors, and y'all let them know, man, we tired of this bullshit. Stay out, stay free, us.
Okay. Hi. All right. Let's go to the one. I think this was. Let's see. He wanted people to call 2 days before or the day of court. No. Yes. So I've already done my research on this guy he's talking about, by the way.
Years, the attack happened.
This is what I want to tell you, people. This man has never been. I don't know what this man has done, if he's done anything to children. I'm not saying if he did or he didn't. Now, let me tell you something. This man is not an offender, okay, on the registry, okay? And he's never been charged. He's never been charged. I will show you his court record. He has nothing open. He has nothing pending. I'm not sticking up for the guy. I'm just coming with the facts. Okay?
Just moments after Christopher Elwell.
This ain't the guy. I don't know why he's playing this. I don't know why, but
was sentenced to 7.5 to 15 years for sexually assaulting a 4-year-old girl. Josiah Davies, who was awaiting arraignment and a hearing on a probation violation, headbutted Elwell. The sexual assault happened in Dover back on June 24th into the 25th. The victim came over to a home where Elwell was staying. A 9-year-old and another 4-year-old girl were also there.
And they described him showing them videos of sexual acts similar to the ones that she had done.
Initially, Elwell
headbutts him, gets off a couple times. The officers understand. But listen to what they said. He was out for the second time hurting these girls. Didn't register. A convicted pedophile, a habitual pedophile. It's on wherever it goes. So when I saw that pedophile try me the way he did, ask how my son's doing, when my son is the reason that he's going to jail, that he's being investigated, man, let me tell you something. It was without hesitation. And people say, well, why do y'all do that shit in front of the police and in front of the officers like that? I'll tell you exactly why. Because we want them to know, because you go after innocent little victims, right? You go after the most vulnerable ones. You can overpower women, you rape them, the kids, all that. So we don't care. You could be by the sergeant, the general. We make it clear where you're safest, where you feel the most protected is where you're the most vulnerable. Just like you did to those little kids, right? You try to make them feel safe, lure them in and hurt them. I'm facing to go back to jail tomorrow for what I did to that chomo. and it is what it is. Any father, any mother would have did the same. Y'all have my GoFundMe. Y'all have my information on here, and we'll stay in touch. I'm be going live later, but y'all see, this is how we do it. And you can't hesitate. You can't make up excuses because we know what's right. And sometimes you got to make that sacrifice. You threaten my son. You say you're going to kill my son, huh, Adolfo Ramos, right? And now, guess what they do? They want to revoke my bond. That's what they do. They treat the victims like criminals, the pedophiles like victims. And look at this. They're going to lock me up, right? Because why? They want to protect the pedophile. They want to take my bond away. But when he's being investigated for 3 crimes that a righteous detective said, yeah, he's under investigation for 3 lewd and lascivious acts. You know what I mean? You know what the police do? They knock on his door and say, hey, sir, how are you? You know what they do with me? They gas me, they spray me, they put me in handcuffs. They call the police right now and say I broke a window. They send the SWAT team here to arrest me. Someone, a kid said they got hurt. They'd say, here, sir, we don't know. Here's my card. What is that bullshit? This country has a problem with pedophilia. Now the guy, Frederick, y'all all write that prosecutor and let him know, man. This man threatened my son, and I did what I would do for any of y'all. For y'all kids, my kid, anybody. And as a man, I take whatever comes with this because the real jail would be not doing anything at all. So write that prosecutor, let him know we're making a movement out of this. Stay out, stay free. Us.
Okay. Sad situation. Because I'm not there, right? But I know people that know him, and they will be doing their own live of their relationship with him. Not me, though. Cooter, not scooters. Okay. So this is what I want to show. Let me go to, like I said, that dude, it's not a sex offender. He has no charges, current charges, but I also want to show this. Oh, shoot, I hate it when that happens. I have everything pulled up and ready for you guys, and if it sits in a tab too long, I have to start over. Loading things in the thing. Oh, wrong one. Okay. I want in 2024 in January, that guy Ramos had to order protection on Jeremy for stalking. Okay, let me show you. So here, Jeremy was a dependent, and that Ramos was the plaintiff. So of course, since it's uh, an order of protection or whatever, a stalking, whatever, you don't get details. Let's see, order denied motion to, let's see. So what Jeremy tried doing, he kept trying to, what did he do here? Why don't judgment of protection against stalking violence? So he had to give up his possession of firearms and ammo. He tried to modify the injunction and the order denying it. Okay. I'm going to go here real quick. Look here. Okay. You know what's crazy, guys? He's doing everything pro se. Why? Why would he do that? That is so dumb. Let's see. Oh, my stomach. Oh my god, my stomach. And if you guys remember, I don't know if you do, I went through this real quick because I knew he had court. This happened February 6th. Now, I'll bring up that court date here in a minute and why they were having court. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Don't everybody talk at once. All right. So here we go. I'm not going to read this. I'm going to the actual report I got from the Palm Beach County, okay? Because remember, I just read this little tiny bit here. Okay. Okay. Okay, they had court. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to read this, you guys. Hold on. So this is what they were going to go to court for, allegedly, okay? Don't have the document, though, so I can't prove it to you guys. What it was for is that his son was going to come in there. And what jury is trying to do, he was trying to exclude child hearsay from the record. Okay? It's a really icky situation, you guys. You think he's been hurt by the system? All right, here we go. We're going to read it. All right, here we go. We are going to read this report here. So all this is all right. This ain't nothing. I want to get to now. If you guys remember, they put all the different people's names that were there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on, I gotta make this bigger. Oh. On Friday, February 6th, at approximately 1300 hours, I responded to the second floor juvenile hallway of the juvenile building located at 205 North Dixie Highway, West Palm Beach, in reference to a reported disturbance. Upon arrival, I made contact with Viking, who was seated in a chair on the second floor hallway of the juvenile building. As I approached Mankoff, he spontaneously stated that he had punched Ramos because he believed Ramos had did something to his son. It should be noted that both Viking and Ramos were scheduled to appear in courtroom 2A, located on floor where the incident took place. Based on Viking's unsolicited statement, I immediately placed him into custody and applied handcuffs, which were double locked and checked for spacing. Viking was then escorted to the courtroom 2B temporarily, where deputies stood by while I continued the investigation. I made contact with Detective Brian Hansen from the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, who was present in the hallway at the time that the incident occurred and was scheduled to testify in courtroom A regarding the same case. Detective Hansen stated that while he was speaking with Ramos in the hallway outside the courtroom, Jeremy exited the elevator, approached Ramos, and punched him with a closed fist on the left side of his face. Detective Hansen further stated that he remained with Viking, after the punch occurred until involved parties separated and responding deputies arrived. I then made contact with Ramos, who stated that Viking approached him in the hallway, punched him in the face without provoked. I can't even say that word. I'm sorry, guys. Ramos further stated that Viking and his family have been falsely accusing him of doing stuff to his son, allegations that he was have been determined to be unfounded. It should be noted that the court hearing both parties were scheduled to attend was in reference to those allegations. I observed a minor cut. Now, I want to tell you what this means. Never mind. I observed a minor cut beneath Ramos' left eye, which appeared consistent with being struck. Ramos also stated that immediately after he was punched by Mankoff, his mother, Michelle, began striking him with her purse, continuing the investigation. I made eye contact with Michelle, his mom, in the hallway. She stated that Ramos asked her how her grandson, whom Ramos is accused of harming, was doing in a instigating manner. While speaking with Michelle, she did confess to striking Ramos with her purse. Based on the totality of the investigation, I determined there was probable cause to charge Viking and Michelle with 1 count of battery, and that both did actually and intentionally touch Ramos against his will and did intentionally cause bodily harm. Jeremy was transported to the Palm Beach County Jail for processing, and his mother was issued a notice to appear to a mandatory court date. And I am waiting for the body cam footage. Just so you all know. But this is my point. People. Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you. Okay. This is my point here. I always say believe the kids, right? Because my icky stuff that happened to me. I don't know if this man did anything to his child or not. I know him and this guy, which is his neighbor, they've been going at it for quite a few years. I don't know what it's about, but let me tell you something. If you guys, I just read you and I showed you the complete report. Doesn't it sound different than Jeremy's? What Jeremy read? That's why I show everything on the screen. I do not.
Now let's talk about what.
Now, pay attention. This is what I want to show you people. See this stuff written in red? There's a lot of stuff they added. You guys, you got to pay attention. I mean, if you're listening to what I'm saying, don't listen to me. Just do your own research. I got the documents, right? I mean, why did you have to say in excess of 17 times in rapid succession? Why are you proud of that? I mean, if it didn't happen, the guy didn't even go. He got punched once. You hit him once in the face. He didn't even go to the hospital. I'm just saying. Yeah. Yeah, there's two different versions. And that's why I'm waiting to get the body cam footage. Hopefully I'll get it. I don't know. They might turn me down. Who knows? All right. And I don't know what's gone on in his life. I don't know if somebody harmed him when he was little. I mean, actually, it's none of my business, but hold on a minute. Shoot. Okay. Let's take a quick look at his record. Like I said, he only did 5 years in the prison for robbery and burglary, and yeah. But he started getting into trouble in 2003. He was born 187. So here's his first felony in 2000. Wasn't it 2003? Oh, 2006. Okay, so he got solicited or whatever, commit armed robbery, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Let's see. And what ended up happening, he ended up changing his plea, I think. Was it for this? So he ended up playing NOLO that they have out there in Florida, which means he doesn't admit to it and doesn't admit to it. There's enough evidence that that he would lose. So what they did here for him, they were going to send him to boot camp, but they had to see if he qualified because of physical requirements. But what did it say here? This is what the judge wanted. I'll show you. Oh, it's on a different one. Shoot, it ain't this one. Well, anyways, his record starts dating back to 2003, and it's all violent and robbery. Let's see. So he got put on probation for 2 years for all this. Okay. I'm not looking at chat, just so you people know I'm not being, yeah. Okay, here's another one. This one was for resisting arrest without violence, resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, and trespassing. Same thing here. No plea. What did the judge do here? Hold on. I don't know what he got from that. I know he's got a fine. All right. Let's go to Palm Beach. This is insane, you guys. I think all this anger comes from something that happened when he was a little kid, but I don't know. I've never had a problem with him. I'm going to put that out there. I'm just saying facts matter. So here's his record. They really, I can't believe everything he got away with. This is all him. So it all started in 2003, his felonies. Charges. What's this? Burglary and petty theft. Now this is what the judge did. Is it this one? And sentences. What did the judge do? The judge wanted him. I mean, the judge tried. The judge tried. Where is it? The judge did try with him. I did notice. Okay. Not that one. Let's go to search results. Okay, and then you got a felony. Okay, this was June, and then you got another felony in that same year, but in December. Let's see, what do you do? Petty theft again. So this is what the judge wanted. He got 50 hours community service. He wanted to get him A's on his report cards. He wanted to have him in a spiritual or moral uplifting activity with his parents and ordered treatment. All right. So yeah, and these are all traffic. Oh, what's this misdemeanor here? This was 2005. Marijuana possession. And I think he went to prison in 2012. Okay, there's the felonies here, 3/3/2010. Burglary and grand theft. Let's see. Why do they have it like that? Hold on a minute. Grand theft again. Burglary of a structure. Offense date 2/28/2010. So, drug possession without a prescription, 3 counts. Burglary of a structure, criminal mischief. Burglary of a structure, criminal mischief. Mind you, these are all on different dates, but they're pretty much tied around the same time, like 2/27, 2/28. So that's when he got those 5 years. I mean, they actually gave him a good deal for all this. But you can't tell me that judge didn't try. But all this other stuff is traffic. Oh, what's this misdemeanor here? Mind you, he only has 2 open cases, by the way. I just want to say that. Petty theft, 4/8/2023. And I think that's it. Yeah. Because I'm not going to go into the stuff about his baby mama. What do you guys think about that? Good night. So I'm hoping that I get the body cam footage. All right, I think that's it then. That's all I want to talk about, and hopefully they give me the body cam footage. Well, they don't have to, but his name is Viking Mindset. We went over him before. He's being charged with 3 counts of false reporting child abuse. And he said it's because that Ramos guy did something to his son. He was recording his kid, and we went through the report. I'm not going to go through it again. You did? Really? How are you? Happy Valentine's Day. So yeah, so here's this video. Here's the video. I always show everything on the screen. Here's a video of him reading his document. And there's a difference. You're welcome. I'm just all about facts matter, right? I always thought, boy, this guy's pretty cool, right? He's protecting women and children or whatever. And I thought he did, many, many years. And to find out, oh, he only had 5 years? That's it? So I'm thinking something happened to him when he was young for him to be out of control like he was. I don't know. It says a lot when the judge is trying to get him to have some kind of therapy with his parents. I listened to the report, just never watched or listened to him. The only reason why I'm doing this is because he got arrested, right? Or his bail was revoked. And his bail was revoked because he committed a crime while out on bail. You can't do that. And you can't be hitting people like that. Well, I'm sure he felt good, but he didn't hit him 17 times. He punched him once in the face, on the side of the face. Not 17 times. The guy did not go to the hospital. But he doesn't have court again until, let me look, the 19th, is it? Okay. For this case, when's his next hearing? On the 19th, case deposition. Okay, the one where he's facing all those felonies. When's the next one there? Wow, everything's. Oh, God. Hold on, please. I'm looking for something. Okay. I'm trying to figure out when this trial was supposed to start. It depends, I guess, what they do on the 19th. Because if the judge don't give him a bond, that means he's going to be in jail until his trial for these 3 charges of false reports of child abuse. Huh. Well, I tried to give all the information, the parties involved. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me go to dude real quick. Ramos. Hold on. We're going to go to him. I just want to show you his record. Things that he's been arrested for is pretty much Drinking offenses. Hold on. Okay. I gotta. Hold on, I gotta make sure this is the. I can't find it right now. Okay, so this guy has only been this guy's been arrested 3 times, right? But all these other things are a different Ramos. I just want to put that out there. Okay. He's never been charged with any sex offenses. This Ramos hasn't. But he did sound like he did strangle a girl or a guy, I don't know. But all his other stuff is drinking, traffic stuff. Okay. Right here. Let's see the date of that. I don't know. I just want to be careful what I put out there because I don't want to put somebody else out there, right? But there's that. There's that. Had a caller today requesting her medical records. Oh. That's sad. So yeah, this is just a big old mess here. Sadly. And somebody that knows him in actual real life, they'll be doing something down the road. I don't know what. They know him. That's all I'm gonna say, and they can share what they gotta say. Because I don't live out in Florida. They do. Yeah, it's a hard thing to do. Hey guys, you want to see a funny I did today? I couldn't help myself. That Nancy case. This is me getting ready to go to Arizona myself to go arrest somebody. Oh my god, shit, is that funny? Isn't that shit funny? Oh shit. I hope if something happens to him in his younger years, I hope he does too. For real, I'm telling you, don't play with me. Don't play with me, people. Yeah, right. It's just getting old, people. Come on now. Let's take the SWAT team out and go detain some people. Yeah. Wonder how much that costed. So, anyways, guys, it's not that I just wanted to put the information out there because when I got the police report, I'm like, wait a minute. I heard something totally different from your ass in your video. But maybe it's a guy thing. I don't know. So if the last time this guy's been in trouble with that Ramos guy was 2012. And that's for that strangulation. I don't really know the outcome of that. I just know he has nothing open, no open cases. And that'd be it. And I sure hope nobody harmed his kid, man. Stuff like that sucks. I know I am. I know. I don't care what anybody thinks. I was laughing. Hey, if I'm laughing about it, that's all that matters. But then I see Misty's comment, you nut. He's got tattoos all over. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not totally sure what they are. What his tattoos are. Hey, you're pretty. I can see your picture now. That's right, everybody. Hit the like. If you don't want to, hit the dislike. It's all about what's the word? Hey guys, what's the word again? This is what YouTube likes to see, engagement with my peoples. I try. I do. I try to engage. That's right. Don't go playing around. Hey, guys, should we do a GoFundMe for airline tickets for people to send us to Arizona and pay for our Airbnb and our car and our food? Should we do that? No. Hell to the no. Okay, I'm gonna go for now. But yeah, so there's that. Hopefully, I get the body cam footage. I hope they give me the body cam footage. We'll see what happens. That's why I'd love to contact the jails, not the jails, the police department, sheriff's department, and say, hey, can I get the real police report. Please. Hold on a minute. I gotta screenshot something. My bad. I don't know. So maybe it's a guy thing to make things more than what it is. I don't know. I don't know. That's right. Let's do it. We can do it. Do you guys like what my shirt says though? Did you guys peep that? What my shirt says? I love what my shirt says. It says, I'll put you in the trunk of my car and help people look for you. That's right. That's what I'll do. Mm-hmm. Okay, everybody. I appreciate every one of you that come through here and that watches the replay. Yeah, that's it for now. And I doubt anything's going to pop off about Nancy, but you never know. I know, I'm telling you people, I know it's getting old, right? I even say that too, but why do I have two phones in my computer? Why am I constantly checking? It's sick. It's a sickness. It's sick at this point. I'd get away from it, people. It's like, oh, hell no. But, yeah. Right? All right, everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I will talk to you all whenever. Whenever. Nice to see you all. Dang right. Okay. Bye.